learning those lessons at an early age just really made a big difference to me
Yeah.
because I could see how important it was, what energy we were putting towards other people. And um, it had a big influence on me.
Yeah. So I'm curious, what was your mom's introduction to all of this? Was her mother the same with her? With teach all her
No,
teachings? No?
that's a really good question. I actually don't know where. I remember when I was younger, she was part of a group of 7 women that would get together, and it was kind of a spiritual group. They called themselves the Pleiades and the Seven Sisters. And
Oh,
my dad called them the Celestial Smellies because they always ate garlic and came home. But
I love that.
it was really funny. Um, but I'm wondering if it was through those groups of, support friends that she had growing up, because my grandmother wasn't really like that.
Hmm.
My dad's mother had some very supernatural experiences, and uh those were really amazing. But that was the other side of my family, so I'm not sure.
Right. How about your father? Was he spiritual or is?
No,
No?
he really wasn't.
It's so
No, but
interesting.
like I said, his mother was very tuned in, like had some really amazing experiences. Like when my dad was young, younger, when I was 5, actually,
Hmm.
my dad's second youngest brother died, and he appeared to my grandmother after that. And
Hmm.
he came in monk's robes in the middle of the night. She was woken up and told she had to be awake. And she was like, okay. And they told her to sit up in bed. And he walked in monk's robes, and half of his face was missing because he had fallen off of a mountain in Alaska.
Oh,
And
wow.
he just sat down on her bed and he said, "Mom, I need you to know that I'm okay and I love you. And I need to go now, but I want you to know I'm okay." And that, like, I think that to her brought her, she was always very sad about the experience, but it brought her a lot of peace to hear that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but she had a bunch of experiences similar to that, which were just,
I'm always curious to know with family members that have like an upbringing like that. Because my mom was very hippy dippy too growing up, and
oh,
she
yeah,
was, yeah, which just explains me. But
that's awesome.
curious, your sister, is she like in the healing world too?
No, my
No?
sister is not. No, she is a potter and
Ooh,
a mom, and I do actually suspect she has a lot of abilities
I
and
would
talent,
imagine. Yeah.
but they're not something that she wants to check out at the moment, I don't think.
Hey, everyone's on their own journey. That's okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
What inspired you to pursue getting your doctorate in naturopathic medicine?
Yeah. Good question. I feel like my whole life I have been one, very led by intuition. Like my being just will not let me take steps in any direction until my intuition says to do it.
Yep.
That's just how it is.
Same.
And I also feel like I've gone through my life being aware that the time we're in right now is coming somehow. And I have always felt like it was part of my mission to learn, embody, and then teach skills that were important, skills that may otherwise become lost. And so I think that led me to naturopathy, and it also led me into midwifery. And, in I wouldn't say that what we do is becoming lost. I feel like it's more up and coming
Oh yeah.
than anything.
Yeah.
But in its own way, it also led me to that.
Beautiful. I was
Um,
going to ask about the midwifery too. That was next. You just
yeah.
got right into it.
Yeah. Gosh, midwifery is like such a beautiful blend of spirituality and physicality, I think.
Mhm.
And that's some of the most amazing work I've ever done in the world. What I really loved about midwifery more than anything was that, when you're in the middle of labor and birth, especially unmedicated labor and birth, everything falls away. Like there is no room for pretending anything. It's
Yeah.
just raw, it's real. You show up as like the fullness of your authentic self. And that's true of everybody in
Mhm.
in the room.
Yeah.
in this space. And I just really was always very drawn to that. I loved that work deeply.